Hey, what's up guys? In this tutorial we're going to be making a calculator, I think it was. So let's get started. What you want to need to do is create a new project. It's going to be a Windows Form application, and name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it calculator. Alright, now that we're in the GUI section, we're going to make our GUI. So what we need to do is we need to add a text box to the field. We need to add a text box to the GUI, and yeah, that's basically it. That's all we need to add. Now we need to add a button. Well, 4 buttons. And name button 1 add. Subtract. Multiply. Divide. Now we need a 5th text box. And this one will be equals. Okay, now first of all we need to double click add. Double click subtract. And just double click every button in order. Alright, now up here we're going to be creating 3 variables. We're going to need a public int1 as integer, or we can do long, and then public int2 as long, and then public int3 as long. Okay, now for button 1 we are going to need to do int1 equals textbox1.text, or long.parse textbox1.text. And then we're going to need to do textbox1.text equals nothing, and we need to add one more variable, and that is the character. So public sign as character, and now we're going to make the sign equal plus. Now for minus, we're going to do int1 equals long.parse textbox1.text. Textbox1.text equals nothing, and then sign equals minus. And just keep doing that for as long as, for everything actually, except for the equals, which is button 5. So I'm gonna come back when I have all that finished, and yeah. Okay, so now that you have that done, it should, all the signs should look like this. So for divide, it should be the forward slash. For multiplication, it should be a star, which is shift 8. For the subtraction, it should be the minus sign, and for addition, it should be the addition sign. So now for the hard part, which is the equals. So what we need to do is we need to first set the second int. So int 2 equals long.parse textbox1.text. You already know what that does. Now what we need to do is we need to do the selection case. So I will teach you guys about the casing and everything in another tutorial, but for right now we're just going to use this for the calculator because I don't really feel like using the old methods of 2 text boxes, because this one's much easier. So we need to do select case car. And select. Now let's do the errors. Oh wait, no, we can't use the selection case. We have to use if statements. So if car equals plus, then, and we need to do then it will do int 3 equals int 1 plus int 2, and then text box 1.text equals int 3.toString, else if car equals minus, then int 3 equals int 1 minus int 2, text box 1.text equals int 3.toString, else if car equals so on and so forth. I'm gonna come back when I have this done. Yeah. Okay, now that I'm back, I just noticed that I was using car for everything, so I probably could have used the select case, but I decided to just keep on doing the if statement. So sign instead of car, everybody, it's sign. And then for the else, after you do else if sign equals front forward slash, and then do all this stuff, the last else statement will not be an else if, it'll just be an else, and that means that if it doesn't equal any of these 4, then the message box shows up saying how the hell did you get sign to equal, and then what sign equals. So now what we have to do is I guess we should probably do the no. Alright, now just run the program and see if it works. So if the GUI is correct, it should look like this. Now we're going to do 1, add 2, and then equals, and it should come up as 3. If we subtract 1, it should equal 2. If we multiply by 2, it should equal 4. And yeah, the only way that it would come out as the message box equaling nothing is if I just hit equals right away. And yeah, it wouldn't even do that. So yeah, basically you have to have int 1 and int 2 filled out. So thanks for watching, guys. There was your calculator tutorial. If you want, leave in the comments if you want a advanced calculator tutorial, like a scientific calculator or something. I will do that for you. Or I could even make a tutorial on how to make a calculator look like this and have all these methods and everything. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and if you don't know what variables and how to use variables, go into the description below and open up that PNG file that's linked in there. And then after that, go on to the next tutorial, and I'm not sure what that'll be yet, but I'll figure something out.